Guys, the first 30 seconds of this video is just me letting you know that this letter is not like some new letter Chris wrote overnight and sent out. You're not going to be hearing about Chris bitching about his hearing getting fucking pushed back and all that. This is a letter that was sent out November 8th, the same time that the stories from the penitentiary letter was sent out. Now, the difference with that letter and this letter is this one mentions Bella and has other updates about Chris's whole mental fucking state and what he thinks is going to happen at his upcoming trial and getting out in general. I hope y'all enjoy the video, smoke a blunt, and enjoy this shit. Love y'all. Take care. Well, I thought that'd be all the Chris craziness for the week, and I was sitting down and about to enjoy my weekend playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and I'm just at full chub for this game right now, ladies and gentlemen. I am just so excited to get back to my childhood and play some Brilliant Diamond. You know, I heard you can get a Ho-Oh in this game. It's great. It's great. But another Chris letter dropped. And, it's fucking crazy. You know, did you expect me to come up here and say, you know, Chris is rationally and level-headedly thinking about these things now? No. Chris is pretty fucking out there still. And in this one, he mentions his Bella at one point, apparently. This was posted on Twitter by someone. I don't know who. Let's just get down to reading it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, blank. This letter will be short and direct to answer your questions, and I encourage and grant you consent to share my response online. This is not a short letter, it's 3 pages. Most of the officers in higher ranks and nurses have been good with me. The minority numbers were aloof, indifferent, or incompetent with me. Fuck off, Chris. Imagine some dickhead like Chris calling a nurse incompetent. Whatever. The Sonichu books are continuing, and you and everyone of this 1218 Earth, 1C-211987 Earth, and all universes within this timeline are living them now, including the 100 plus books I have written and drawn in 1C-211987. Also, as of August 1st, 2021, everything involving the main special Sonichu's, Rosechu's, and I, and the nation of Quickville, entire state of Virginia as well, that has not been written or drawn by I and or anybody's hands, backup, soul, or brain are absolutely not canon with our timeline. That's basically just Chris saying anyone who's drawn any Sonichu shit that's not him isn't canon, and I remember Chris writing an email years ago saying how much he hates the word canon too, so looks like Chris has changed his mind on that. Set of universes here with Quickville in that obviously everything written or drawn or thought by anyone in fan fiction are all distant alternative timelines and distant alternative universes completely divided and separate from this timeline, period. I just hate the way Chris puts period at the end of these things, like, I have spoken. Like, shut up, you fucking dickhead. You lot have no conscious clue how much damage, control, and prevention the superheroes, gods, and goddesses, Magichan, Angelica, Sonichu, Rosie Rosechu, and I do everything to keep everything in universe C11. God damn it, it's that fucking convoluted. C11987. Equestria included, of course Equestria is fucking included, safe, sound, and well for the good of the majority good and neutral humans that are being collectively shifted there as we speak. Okay, I'm sorry, is it just me or did Chris's handwriting get a lot more neat up top there? I don't know. I'm gonna put this out because I see a lot of people saying that this is real, but that couple top lines of fucking writing there, you tell me, that looks nicer than a lot of other Chris writing. But let's get back to it. As we speak, and when my second coming happens, and we gods pass judgment upon the toxic minority left behind. I thought it was the toxic majority. Never mind. I, Magichan, and every psychic type in the know and involved foreknew all about Bella and the setup and her want to, quote-unquote, tempt me into suicide. The leak was a divine test upon her that she was expected to fail at, and we had great optimism in all avoiding the drama, and rumor. Unfortunately for you all, enough had failed that test as well, and I'm separated from thou pointless toxicities and dramas to better self-heal myself. Fuck. Unfortunately, because you can't push my body around, or I as well, Malachi 3:13, your words have been stout against me. Saith I the Lord, and the soldiers of heaven's armies are doing their work, for I and the majority upon the minority, toxics, among you all. Soul bonding is as far as it went. No further comment. Alright, I have to stop here, because just in that one little paragraph, Chris is talking about soul bonding, which he's going back to Barbara with and saying, oh, nothing else, no further comment. Like, fuck you, Chris. You have to talk about these things. You have to let people know what exactly you did to Barb, you weird fuck. And then, when it comes to Bella, he's saying, oh, it was a divine test, she was expected to fail. So she didn't fail? I don't really understand that. Maybe once I read more, I'll understand this more, but it seems like Chris is saying, no, it wasn't Bella's fault, but I don't know. This is fucking weird. And it's mostly just Chris trying to blame everything on the toxic haters, the minority, saying that once his merge happens, all of us are going to be gone. Anyone who tries to question Chris on what he did is going to be gone, and all the people he likes, so I guess Bella still, because remember, she is a woman. Chris will always trust a woman no matter what. So I don't know. Half a basketball court and a basketball. Meditation, book reading, writing/drawing, and solitaire on the prayer rug and present tense, listening to the radio. Oh, I would love to play a one-on-one on Chris, man. Crossing him up all day long. Considering the restrictions, money through the CVRJ, I assume that's commissary, website, and oh no, it's the jail's name itself, I'm sorry, website or cashier's checks or U.S. postal money orders through the mail is the only approved items allowed. They have a library here. It is sufficient. You don't know the fuck. It is sufficient. They have both men and women in this jail. Do not be bigoted with such a question. Do they, though? I believe this is only a men's jail, and by saying that, Chris might mean that because he's there, it is therefore a men's and women's prison. Now, I don't know the logistics on this jail. Are there women there? If there aren't, that's 100% probably what Chris is saying when he says men and women in this jail. So this part right here, the beginning of the third page, is what I see a lot of people quoting right now. Chris writes, I shall return to the Sonichu Temple, and all shall be forgiven. I have read Revelations, yes. I am God. Oh, man. So, Chris is amongst the belief that he's going to go right back home. Everything will be forgiven. He's going to not have to deal with any of this jail stuff anymore. Barb's going to forgive him for what he did. That's what Chris wants, you know? He just wants all this to stop and go back to normal. He doesn't want to face any repercussions for his actions. He just wants it to all be swept under the rug and forgotten. Chris is going to be in for a rude awakening whenever he does eventually get in front of a judge, and that could be months from now. And then I have read Revelations. Yes, I am God. That's just the ego. The goddamn, it's delusional ego. Like, he's trying to brag about something that he's not. Like, I don't know, man. It's just the worst type of cringe you can see. I am God, like, oh man, Chris, you are off the deep end. There ain't no coming back from this. Let's move on. Last thing, Mary Lee Walsh. Oh, he's going back after old Mary again. Under the agreements and genuine friendship between her and I. What? They're cool now? Continues to work as mayor of Quickville. So there's the answer. People were asking, who will the mayor of Quickville be now that Chris is in jail? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our answer. It's Mary Lee motherfucking Walsh. Under Christine Chan Sonichu, Goddess Sabrina Cura Chandler, CPU battery charge Blue Heart, and of no familiar or blood relations with I or Christine Chan, and I. Who the fuck is apparently writing this letter then? Like, who are all these? Like, Christine Chan Sonichu is the Blue Sonic Chris Chan. Sabrina Cura Chandler, I don't know who is that, one of Chris's make-believe kids? And then Christine Chan. And I don't know. Let's keep going. Who has time for elections when us goddesses defend Quickville, the city of, from re-freaking rights, Eggman, Bowser, Giovanni, and soon on occasion. Jesus. And we have the dimension merge completed and the collective shift in progress. Then we have my second coming on 1218 Earth. Not to mention the damage control and prevention that are beyond non-powerful individuals' control anyway. Meditate on all of that and try to repeat, genuinely toxics, because your time is soon up. Oh shit. Could that be misconstrued as like a threat? Like I said, I don't think they're reading his letters, so if they were though, because your time is soon up, I know what he means, you know what he means, but if the jail was skimming through it and saw that, that looks a little weird. But what Chris means by that is, yeah, whoever wrote this letter, they're probably going in the dimensional merge. So sorry, whoever you are. It's looking like your time's a ticking. Go forth in peace and clarity with all that by my power, glory, and authority as God. Be safe, and you already know it's that. There's Chris's astronomically large name with Chris's new logo plastered next to it. So, what do we take away from this letter? Well, number one, I think it goes back to the whole, I will return to the Sonichu Temple and everything will be forgiven. Like I said, Chris is still under the impression that one of these days they're just going to realize, oh, fuck, poor Chris, he's in here, we got to send him home so he can go back to this, dicking around with toys and shit at his house. And this is something I've been bringing up in my speculation about court letters, is that Chris is going into these hearings every time with the automatic assumption that this is it, I'm getting out of jail on this date. And that's why he's so confident in saying, I will return to the Sonichu Temple and everything will be fine. No, Chris, everything will not be fine, no matter what happens here. If Chris gets out of jail, Chris ends up homeless and on the street. If Chris stays in jail, he's just going to suffer by not having his toys and his video games all around. The other more important thing to bring up, and I think maybe the most important, is the Bella shit. Because it's the first I've seen Chris mention Bella in these letters, and like I said, it seems like he said he gave her a test and he thought she would fail it. He did not say she did. So I don't know what to take from this. Does he still see Bella as like some gal pal of his? The reason I brought it up earlier too is that every time there's a woman in Chris's life, Chris just automatically believes they're genuine because they're a fucking woman. Now, if he still believes that with Bella, if he gets out, obviously I don't think Bella would be dumb enough to go back and fucking try to contact Chris again. But who knows? She's a pretty dumb bitch. Nonetheless. Yeah, what an out there letter from Chris. This is the copium's high, and it is a clear, Chris's target is directed at all the toxic haters and on. He's clearly just blaming everyone else for this. At one point in this letter, he even said, what he did to Barb was just to nurture her, that's that, no more questions about it. It's that type of shit where it's I want to be with Chris, he's a mentally fucked up guy. It's just Chris, I don't hate Chris. I'm not even annoyed by Chris. He's just, when I read these and I hear him say that, it's just motherfucker. You have to answer to this shit when you have a mother who you claim to have, raped. Now, this letter was before Chris's hearing yesterday now. And I guarantee you, now that Chris is going to be in there for another 2.5 months, these letters are about to get a lot more fucking wild. You think this shit was off the wall, batshit crazy? Nah, man, just fucking wait. Just wait, because this shit's about to take a whole new level, in my opinion. Chris now is going to realize that he might not be getting out of there anytime soon, and he's going to be coping like a motherfucker. You heard him ask Biden to pardon him before. He's going to be trying to get the fucking, Jesus. He's going to try to... I think Chris might even jump out and say, you know what, I'm not Jesus anymore, but if anyone knows the real Jesus, call him and tell him I need help out of jail. Chris is just going to look to every fucking way he can try to get out of jail with and keep writing people, begging them to try to help him get out of there. Like, I think Chris would even be dumb enough to write somebody and ask them to help him escape. You know? It's just Chris. I wouldn't put anything past him. I gave an update yesterday on my community post, and if you didn't see it, Chris's next hearing date is February 3rd, 2022. So Chris will at least be in there for Thanksgiving and be in there for Christmas. Shit. Like, and if it doesn't go through there and there's no trial or nothing, Chris misses Kristen Loveday, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a travesty for old Chris. And that's about it for today's video. I just wanted to give you all an update and talk about this new letter that came out. To the person who was on Twitter with this, I didn't see the name of it. If you're in my comment section asking me to credit you or anything, I'll put your name in the bio or something. Sorry, with these letters, I don't necessarily go out of my way to see who wrote them to Chris. The only time I did that was with the stories from the penitentiary one because, I mean, he read it in his video. It was kind of obvious who wrote it to him. Nonetheless, I hope you all have a great day. Chill out, smoke a blunt, and just relax, guys. Go pick up, if you're going to go pick up the Pokemon game, pick up Shining Pearl so that I can trade some exclusives with you. You know, I already bought Diamond. You're not allowed to buy Diamond too. So you all got to buy Pearl now. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, new Smoke Show tomorrow or the next day. We're going to finally talk about that kid I promised a couple weeks ago. It's been hard to download to record a full Smoke Show because I just don't have anything to talk about. But yeah, we'll figure something out. Be safe, boys and girls. Thank you for the support.